Now, men and women both play basketball, soccer, and tennis. But what about baseball? Our Kayla Gibson has the story behind why men play hardball while women play softball.
UNC softball player Lauren Walker has been playing softball all her life.
I really liked the team atmosphere of it. Also, just being able to practice and play with my brother growing up was just like a really fun experience.
But why is it that after T-ball, Walker went on to play softball while her brother played baseball? Turns out it hasn't always been the case that softball is for women and baseball is for men.
Baseball brings out the All-American
Sports
girl
history professor Matt Andrews says women have played baseball since its creation in the early 1800s. Women even had a professional baseball league in the early 1900s.
This is a very dynamic, competitive baseball league that was only supposed to go through World War II, and then it actually continued to exist all the way through the 1950s.
But ever since baseball gained popularity in the mid-19th century, the sport has been associated with men.
The crux of the issue is that baseball has always been seen as the quintessential masculine activity. Baseball is America's sport. Men and boys are supposed to play sports.
And women succeeding in baseball was seen as a threat.
When Jackie Mitchell, for example, strikes out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, there's talk of her signing a minor league contract, but the commissioner of Major League Baseball, a guy named Judge Landis, he puts a stop to it right away. He voids her contract and he says women are not going to play baseball under my watch.
After the Women's Professional Baseball League disappeared in the mid-20th century, many women turned to softball, which was seen as more socially acceptable.
What happens is that this game, which is smaller and a little bit slower, just seems to fit the stereotypes and the assumptions that people have about female bodies.
And in the time since, softball has become accepted as a women's sport, while baseball is for men. But if anyone asked Walker if softball is any less competitive or athletic than baseball?
I think just because, we're playing a different sport doesn't mean we have any less fire or any less drive.
With 31 wins this season and plenty more games to go, the UNC softball team is proving women have just as much fire as the men. In Chapel Hill, I'm Kayla Gibson, reporting.
Although men stick to baseball and women stick to softball, Title IX rules say if members of either gender wanted to play baseball or softball and were qualified, they would be allowed to play.